The 3rd of March, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos, Purim.
Okay, again, good morning. This is Rabbi Shlomo First here. She was someone off the huge line care Zoom, learning Hilke Kadek Kemach, the Mechayim is the parish on Purim. Let's see, Lou, if you just let me do the sharing here, I'll put it on the
Yeah, I did.
screen.
You should be able to do it now.
Oh, perfect. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. So, right. Okay, yeah, I believe we're at the right. We're in the paragraph. Uh, yeah, me who's that? Right. It's a quote of the one of the psukim in the Megillah. Right. This is the
Right.
the question Achashverosh put to Esther. Who is this one? Where is he that is planning to do this to you? Right.
Right.
Okay. So you can pick up with that paragraph. We started it yesterday a bit. We'll continue. We'll start from the beginning and continue on.
Who Asher Mil'o Lavo Gomer, the Gomer. Who is this and where is he that wants to do this to you, etc. Ish Tsar V'oivav the Gomer. A man wicked and an enemy, etc. V'haman niv'as milivnei hamelech v'hamalka. And Haman was terrified in the presence of the king and the queen. V'hamelech shav meginas havitan el
A the king returned from the garden of his home home.
of his home. El base mishta the hayayin to the place where they were drinking wine. Haman nofal al hamita, and Haman fell upon the couch. Shat akasuv hazeh ki he mischanan leester. The simple understanding of this pasuk is that Haman was pleading to Esther, umis nafal lifnei regila, and he fell at her feet. Vehi al hamita, and she was on her couch. Shetit chanan al hamelech ba'ado. What's titanan?
V'hischanein al Hamelech ba'ado, and he was pleading. He was pleading that she should intercede right with the king for his sake. Yeah, he really thought Esther's gonna turn out to be his friend. Imagine that, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I would have thought he would have denied it. Vayomar Hamelech Hagam
I mean, the point is, I mean, he knew he was the one, and Achashverosh also knew he was the one, right? No, I mean, he was the one that just 2 days earlier had come to the king and made the decree against the Jews, right?
Right, but he could have defended himself. He could have said, I wasn't trying to hurt Queen Esther. I didn't know she was Jewish. And I wasn't trying to hurt you, King Ahasuerus. I was trying to help you.
Right. So actually, it's not so simple. We're gonna see soon. There had to be still quite a lot of intervention here to make it a fait accompli, to eliminate Haman. It wasn't so simple that he was just going to be snuffed out of the picture here.
Right. Although they do hang him right away.
Well, that's because we'll see. We had Charbon Latoiv. The Gemara mentions that there were certain malachim involved here. There was a lot of things going on behind the scene to clinch the deal.
Right. Vayomer Hamelech Hagam Lichvush Es Hamalka Ami Beves Nireh She Shecha Shechashdo Hamelech Beester. What is this word Hagam?
And also meaning, in addition to what you want to do to uh, to the queen, right? In addition to what you've been accused of doing, and also,
You attack the queen when I'm in the house. Let's see, near it seems Shechashdo. What's Shechashdo?
that he should be suspected of.
He should be suspected. The king and with Esther.
That it seems Shechashto Hamelech be'Esther. The king, seems to have been suspecting Haman, with Esther.
Oh, Hadavar Yatsa Mipnei Hamelech Begomer. And the matter Yatsa went out from
Yes,
the presence of the king.
right. So now, this we should see this pasuk. What? Because you're only quoting part of the pasuk. Um, let's see. We want to go to the Megillah here. Let's see here. Let's see. That's in pasuk. That's in Perek Zion, pasuk Ches. It's all part of the same pasuk. He's bringing down different parts of this pasuk slowly, piece by piece.
Okay, let's see. Hamelech Shav Mignas Bitan El Beis Mishte V'Yayin. The king returned from the palace garden to the party room. V'Haman nofel al Amita, and Haman had fallen on the couch with Esther. Asher Esther Aleha, that she was on it. Vayomer Hamelech Hagam Lichvosh, and the king said, "Will he even attack Es Hamalka, the queen, Imi Babayis, with me in the house?" Hadavar Yatsa, the words left mipi, the mouth of the king, upene Haman chafu, and fell upon Haman's face. No, and Haman's face fell.
Right.
Haman's face fell. So the words went out of the mouth of the king, etc. Vayomer Charvona Gam Hine Ha'etz V'kule. And Harbona said, also, you see the gallows, etc. V'nikra Harvona Shtei Tevos. And Harbona called two signs.
And Benikra, no. Harbona is a two words, right? Two Harvona is two words. Harvo na.
Harvo na. Klomar, as to say, Harvo ata lefi shehaya ad ata harvo shel Haman.
That's Chavero. Up until now,
Chavero, a friend.
Yeah, up until now, he was the friend of Haman.
Umalach hamos shalo, and an angel pushed him. What's hamos?
I mean, I think that's the Melech Hamavis Shalo and the Melech Hamavis Shalo.
Oh, Hamavis, the angel of death, was with him. Oh, or he was. Shalo is his.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Let's take it. Let's take a the Melech Hamavis Shalo, and maybe that could be the angel which was appointed over his death. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how that fits in here. Then we'll have to see.
Let's go back and translate what I missed, what I skipped. V'nikra harvono shtei tevos, and the name Harbona is divided into two parts. Harvo is one part, and na is another part. Klomar, as to say, Harvo ata. Now, Harvo now. What's Harvo mean?
So it's going to be Kalomach, right? Charvo, or Chavero Ata, meaning he's his friend right now. He's his friend right now. Chavero Ata, right now he's his friend. Why?
You're his friend now, the friend of Haman now, and the angel of death, and he's the angel of death. Harvona is the angel of death? We're
I'm
not sure.
not sure. That's what he seems to be saying. I'm not sure. We'll have to see further what he means by this.
Okay. The Alzeh, the Razal, concerning this, the sages, uh, Charbona Zeh, this Charbona, Eliyahu is Eliyahu. V'hakona shenidma lo. And I don't know, Hakona, is he acquired?
That no, that Al Zeh, Chazal say about this Chavona Zeh Eliyahu. That's Elionavi. But Kavana, right? The intention here is Shinidma lo Eliyahu b'demus Carbona. Echad mina sorosim. The Kavana here is that Elionavi came disguised as the image of one of the attendants whose name was Carbona.
Oh, he came disguised as Kavona.
Right.
Uh-huh. He was disguised.
But the moose, right? But the moose in the image of Carbona. I mean, he came in the image of Carbona, Echad Minas Rosin, one of the attendants.
And it was Eliyahu, the Mordechai, u, u, umalach Hamavis leHaman
Ah,
zehu.
so it turns out that it's Eliyahu Navi for Mordecai, and it turns out that it's the Malach Amaves for Haman.
Oh, for Mordechai. And the Melech Hamavis for Haman. Vizehu charbo na. And this is charbona, charbo ata. Now he's charbo. Klomar ze haya sivas. As to say, this is sivas.
Right? Sibus is a cause. Kolomer, right? Was that Charvona? What's this Charvona? Charvo ata, meaning it's Charva ata. It's Chavero ata. Kolomer, what does that mean? Zahayasibas mehirus misoso. This is the cause of the quicknesses of his death. Meaning Haman, he was taken out to death almost immediately. Right? He had no chance of repeat, no chance of being pardoned.
So the cause of the quickness of his death um, was that the angel of death was there.
Yeah.
She'amar gam hine ha'etz asher asa Haman. That he said also, here is the gallows that Haman made for Mordechai. Vayomar Hamelech Taluhu Alav. And the king said, hang him on it. Miyad uh, Visar Hamelech Es Tava So Asher Ta'avir, I'm sorry, Ha'avir Me Haman Vi Tana L'Mordechai. Immediately, what is this Vayasar? Visar?
That Miyad V'Yaser Melech. This I think is another pasuk in the Megillah. Immediately, Yasser, right? Uh, immediately he removed. V'Yaser removed immediately the king removed his ring. Asher Avra Muhammad Linton Mordechai. Immediately, the king took off the ring which had been given to Haman and gave it to Mordechai.
Achar shenisla Haman hutzricha Esther leha avir agaros ha harishonos shenishtalchu kavar. And afterwards, I don't know, Shanisla.
After hung, after Haman was, after he was hung, after Haman was hung,
Uh, and what's Hutzricha?
she's Esther was required
Esther
to
was required
to
Lahavir,
Havir to like to Alavir to nullify.
uh, the decree, Agaros,
Rishonis, right? The first
the
decrees, the
first
first
decree
letters of the decrees, right?
that was sent out already.
Right. Don't forget those letters went out. Those letters went out most likely on Yud Gimel Nissen. Yud Gimel Nissen, right?
And now it's what, 4 days later?
Now it's Haman is hung on Tes Zion. So you have Yud Gimel, Yud Dalid, Tes Vav, Tes Zion. 4 days, right? Now it's 4 days later. So
So
so you
they've already been dispatched. They're already in the hands of the people.
right, right, exactly.
It's too late to change that.
Right. Those letters, those decrees and the letters, those proclamations already been um, dispatched, and they could have even in some eight places reached their destinations already.
Right. Vizahu
So
shekasuv.
so things are far from over. Just because Haman's been killed, things are still a long way from being over.
Right. And Vizahu shekasuv v'tosef Esther utidavar livnei hamelech v'kule. And this that's written uh, and added by Esther uh, for the matter before the
Right.
king.
Right. This is also, I think, if you take a look in the Megillah, this is also uh, another pasuk in the Megillah itself.
Uh, let's see.
Where is this?
Yeah, here it is. The Tosif, the Tosef Esther, Vatidaber Lifnei Hamelech. Esther spoke again to the king. V'tipol, and she fell Lifnei Rigalav, before at his feet. V'tevcha, and she wept. V'tischanen, and she pleaded low with him. Liha'avir, to do away with. Es Ra'as Haman, the plan of Haman. I'm sorry, the evil. Do away with the evil of Haman, Agagi, the Agagite, the Ace Machashavto, and with his scheme, Asher Chashav, that he plotted al Hayudim, against the Jews. So she pleads with Achashverosh to cancel the decree.
Right. So they have to make some type of a rectification because still that first decree has now been publicized and it's being delivered, and so that's still the Jews are still under the decree that hasn't been changed yet. So therefore, Esther has to speak additionally to the king to somehow rescind the previous decree.
Chacha ochel ureisi b'ra'a asher timtza es ami. I think this is more quotes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Uh, let's
Um,
see. Uh, let's see. I'm looking for ki ichacha. Ki. Here it is. Ki ichacha, for how can I endure uchal? How am I able to endure the ra'isi when I see the ra, the evil, asher yimtza, that is overtaking es ami, my people, the chacha, and how can I endure uchal? How am I able to endure the ra'isi when I see ba'ach dan, the destruction molatati, of those who gave birth to me? So how am I able to endure when I see the evil that is coming upon my people? Hashiv la Hamelech.
So, so you see here in this request, see Esther. Esther's not really making a request on behalf of Klal Yisrael. She's really making it a personal request, which the king personally relates to. I mean, she's saying that she's not gonna be very lively, knowing that there's such a decree over her people, right?
Right.
And so therefore, if the
And
king
her
wants,
forebears.
that's right. So if the king wants a nice lively queen, she's saying, look, you better help my people get out from underneath this decree of yours, because uh, if this decree stands, I'm not going to be a very happy camper.
Right.
So she's appealing to Achashverosh's personal uh, involvement here, rather than trying to make a plea in general, for the Jewish people. That in and of itself may not have been enough of a reason that Achashverosh acquiesced to her request. But since she's putting it in a way that he can relate to it himself, how it's going to affect him, so that was apparently a more effective way of reaching Achashverosh.
Right. V'hashiv la Hamelech hine beis Haman nasati leEsther. V'hashiv, I'm not sure.
Actually, I mean, he answered. This should also be a quote from the Megillah.
Okay, let's see. I see it says that he gives the house, but I don't see where it says Hashiv. V'hashavei no, that's Achashverosh. Vayomer Hamelech Achashverosh leEsther Hamalka uleMordechai HaYehudi hine beis Haman nasati. Yeah, I don't see where it says Hashiv. He answered her, the king. The king answered her. He
Right.
said, "The house of Haman I've given to Esther, uh, and that which is dependent. I'm sorry, and I've hung him on the gallows. Uh, that he sent Asher Shalach Yado Yehudim. Uh, that he sent the letter to the Jews.
Well, here it's saying here now that that the uh, the answer that the king is giving here, right? That one second, yes, 1 second. Right, right. So the Esther makes her appeal to rescind the decree, because it's going to make her very upset to see there's such a decree on our people. And V'heshiv lo melech hine bais Haman nasati leEsther. I've given now the uh, properties of Haman to Esther. Rosa Vasola ala eitz asher shlach al Yudim, and and he was hung on the on the eights asher shalach yado Purim, and he was Haman was hung on the gallows over the fact that he tried to um, harm the Jews. Okay, now next paragraph. Atem kasvu al Yehudim, and it's been written about the Jews. It's been written about the Jews that kasvu. Let's see where this is.
Is it for something written in the king's name cannot be retracted?
Yeah, this is in the. This is in. You take a look. It's a pasuk. Um, Look in the 8th chapter and pasuk ches.
Yes, yes. Vata kasvu al hayudim. It was written about the Jews. Katov. Let's see. Now write for the Jews in the name of the king, B'Shem HaMelech, V'his mu, as you please, with B'tabas, and seal it, HaMelech, I'm sorry, and with the king, and with the ring of the king, Ki Kasav, for something that's written, Asher Nichtav, B'Shem HaMelech, the something that is written in the name of the king and sealed with the king's ring cannot be retracted. Ein L'Hashiv cannot be retracted.
Right. So now this is a state. This is a general law, in reference to the rulership that Vatem Kasvayu, and it has been written about the Jews, Kitov Beinechem, as is fit in your eyes. Hashem in the name of Melech, Chismu, it's been right sealed with the ring of the of the king. He kasav b'shem nichtav b'shem melech nichtam. It's been sealed. What has been written in the name of the king. The ba'as melech ein lahashiv. That you can't retract. There's something. This is a real. These royal decrees are not something which you can retract. Right. So what you got to? It's kind of a messy situation over here.
Yeah. V'yesh lish'ol v'heach sholeach lahashiv ha-rishonos. And there is to ask, how is it that the messenger we returned with the first?
Well, this is the problem. Since we have the first decree going out, right? Ein lahashiv, it can't be rescinded. So yesh l'shoil. So there is to ask, ve'ech shaleach lahashiv rishonos. How is it possible that we should send something out to rescind the first decree? Let's see. I'll tell you what it's 10 to 10 now. This is a big paragraph. So I'll tell you, let's leave it with this. This is where we're leaving off now. We even though Haman has been eliminated, which is that's a good thing. That's a great thing. We're already moving closer and closer to the saving of the Jews, but we're not out of the woods yet, because you got this first decree of the king, and the law is once the king declares something and proclaims something, the king can't now back out of it, right? So how is it going to be possible? That's the dilemma that Esther was in. How in the world can we have the king rescind his previous decree when the law is that the king cannot rescind a previous decree. So that,
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
yeah, that will go on to, we'll pick up this paragraph tomorrow, and we'll deal with that question tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem. Okay,
Amen.
thank you, Lou, for the reading. Very
Okay,
good.
Yashkar, Lou.
Brooktia.
All right.
Very nice.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take a short break, and we'll come back to the Shir and Mr. Brewer. I think after today, we might switch to Hilchis Purim for next week or two.
Oh,
So, but I think we'll spend another day on just finishing up to where we're now in Kuf Samech Zion. Okay,
very
see you
good.
all soon. Very good. Thank you
Sounds
again.
good. Okay. See you soon.